Zombies in Minecraft are idiots. They don't know how to think basic things, like not going towards me, even knowing that there are stairs next to them. In addition, the zombies in the game are far from reality in the movies. In any scene of movies or series, the zombies have a much higher intelligence than the Minecraft zombies. Just look at the zombie. Next to it, it has water and it is burning. So, after seeing the incompetent and useless, we will travel to a universe where the zombies were completely realistic with a higher IQ. Would players suffer much more in a realistic apocalyptic world? Well, for this, we will go to our interdimensional time machine. Let's go! Okay, we have reached a universe where zombies are realistic. The first thing that will happen is that we couldn't make much noise. Today, a zombie only chases you when he sees you. But if we talk about zombies realistically, they wouldn't only use their eyes, but also their other senses. For example, if we make noise when breaking a block, the zombie could hear me. This would undoubtedly increase the difficulty of these creatures a lot. So Minecraft players at night would have to stop building. Just placing blocks will alert the other zombies. But we are not only talking about the improvement in hearing. They would also become much more intelligent with light. An ordinary Minecraft world doesn't have light on the surface. So, if a zombie detects a light source, they could approach to investigate, as they will surely think that there is a player nearby. In our normal universe, we could have torches and houses in front of a zombie and he's not going to notice. This wouldn't happen in a universe with realistic zombies. In this universe, they would use all their senses to catch you. Here, they wouldn't be fools who only know how to move and are stiff. Oh, by the way, speaking of stiff zombies, in this universe, they wouldn't be like, well, Minecraft zombies are weaklings, they are not scary. They would really be like this. A zombie with texture variation. No realistic zombie will be completely green, because its root would have to be much better noticed. Have you noticed that all Minecraft zombies have the same face and the same clothes? The Mojang team couldn't leave everyone looking the same, giving a great variety to their skins. The impression of much more realistic zombies would be given. Oh, and by the way, in this universe, if there would be Alex Zombie. But the textures are not the only thing that would change, also their animations. The zombies in this universe would walk very differently from our normal universe. These creatures will necessarily have to have better animations. Just by giving his arms and legs a little more mobility, Mojang would get that realistic effect we need in zombies. But those realistic legs are not only aesthetic, because they would have a functionality, variation in the speed of the zombies. Today, all zombies walk exactly the same. None is faster than another. But this is different in real life. Well, each human has a different physical condition, and this would happen the same with those Minecraft humans who became zombies. Some zombies would be faster, and others would be slower. It will depend on the physique of each one. Minecraft players will have to know this mechanic, as they could find very fast zombies and slower ones. And if we talk about super strength, then its strength could also vary. But now that we talk about strength, a very interesting question is coming to my mind. How much strength could a realistic zombie have? Well, considering that the zombies were already capable of destroying doors anyway, then there is no doubt that they would also be capable of destroying other blocks, such as crystal blocks. The glass is much more fragile than a wooden door. That means that all our survival bases wouldn't be safe at all if we decorated them with glass. In fact, the glass would possibly not be used much anymore, because at any moment a horde of zombies could start destroying all your glass windows. That would be totally horrible, so forget about the windows forever. Maybe we could use wooden fences, since these are cheap to make and can always be found anywhere. But don't cry victory. If a zombie is able to break a door that is made of wood, then it is quite likely that zombies will be able to destroy wooden fences. But then, what could we do to protect ourselves? Well, there would only be two options. Number one is not having windows and having to cover everything with solid blocks. But in case you want lighting and also good views in your house, an excellent option would be iron bars. These bars would be strong enough that no zombies can get in, still allowing the player a good view. This is not bad at all, because iron bars are not widely used in Minecraft. Let's be honest, it is not the most beautiful thing to put in your house, of course unless you make some decoration, such as an antenna or a prison. But in this universe, this block would be too useful. So, we are going to protect our base. We place bars here, we also add in this area and especially in this lower part. At least here the bars work, because already I was getting tired that they didn't have any functionality. I'm so clever, nobody's going to bother us anymore. As you can see, Command You, this life is very easy. Wait, Command You, why did you get up? There's a zombie behind me, right? Help!
Brain.
Well, I guess that's the end. I didn't know that zombies had so much intelligence to be able to climb. Nah, it's okay, we can respawn. Wait a minute, is what I am seeing real? Is that a zombie Bobby? Are you telling me that in this universe the villagers are not the only ones who became zombies? But also human beings? That's right, a realistic zombie would be able to spread his disease, causing those players who die by zombie will generate a zombified version of himself. However, the zombification could change depending on your difficulty. It turns out that there is a hidden mechanic about the villagers and their zombification. Their chances of converting change depending on the difficulty. On easy difficulty, they can be converted and it's 0%. On normal, this goes up to 50%. And on hard difficulty, the chance is 100%. The zombies are always going to turn the villager. The same would happen with the players. You could get to generate a zombie or not, depending on the difficulty of the zombies. Not only would they spawn when dying from a zombie, if we're talking about realistic zombie, it could infect you just by biting you. In a nutshell, that means there would be diseases in this game, something totally unthinkable for Mojang. And to infect you, it would be only necessary for a zombie to come for you and bite you. Just at that moment, you would have already been infected. Green particles would come out of your body. The effect would be called infection, and you would have less than 10 minutes to act. Your player wouldn't present any change during the first minutes, but in case the countdown ends, then you can turn into a zombie. When the effect reaches 0, then your player will die. And boom, the zombie human will appear, and then you would walk and prowl around like any normal zombie. However, there would be a way to heal before time: milk. So drinking milk could remove the infection effect. This means that the milk will be exaggeratedly valuable in this universe. So many players will have to get many cows in their worlds, and thus make large milk producers. In case some of your friends or you end up infected by this disease, our inventories, instead of looking like this, will look something like this. But inconvenience doesn't end here. You must be careful with your milk producer, because if we talk about realistic zombies, we must bear in mind that they will want all kinds of meat, including animal meat. The zombies at the time of eating an animal would also be able to transmit their virus. All your livestock could slowly disappear. And just like zombie villagers and zombie humans, zombie animals could be quite dangerous. You would have to take care of your pet too, because they could eat them too. Your cute wolf or kitty could turn into a zombie. But is there nothing to do about it? Will our zombie pets just turn bad for the rest of our lives? No. There would be a way to reverse the change. Using the zombie villager method, when a villager turns into a zombie, you can cure it with a potion of weakness and a golden apple. The zombie starts shaking and after a few minutes comes to life. Knowing this, we could use the same mechanic on our animals, throwing a potion of weakness and giving it a golden apple. It will take a few minutes for our animals to heal, and voila! Command You has returned to us. Although here a question arises, will this work with the players? What happens if you capture your zombie self? And then you decide to cure him? Throw a potion and giving him an apple? Well, obviously this couldn't work anymore. It wouldn't make sense to have two players. Really, Bobby? I'm you? Oh my god, are you me? Or am I you? I don't know. This is the only aspect that we have to rule out. And it could be justified as if humans just are incompatible with this cure. And to fix this, the Mojang team could simply do that when we try to give it a golden apple, our player just dies. So there would be no more duplicate players. But the most chaotic thing about this whole world is that it would become a vicious circle of death and destruction. Just think about this. During the day, a pig spawns. An animal. But then at night, a zombie appears and then it's a pig. But then the day returns and both entities begin to burn until they both end up dying. Our world of Minecraft will be totally desolate. There will be almost no life. The vicious circle will make everything no sense. Even getting entities would be a challenge. Maybe the only way to survive would be to get serious about illuminating the entire area with light. Zombies wouldn't be able to spawn, but the amount of ground you'd have to light up will be absurd. all our worlds would look pretty ugly. Also, let's remember that the zombies are always guided by light. Only sooner or later they will reach where there is light, because it will attract their attention. So it occurred to me that all our bases would have to have giant iron barriers, and even have some zombie traps. Like for example, some poor animals tied up in fences. All the zombies would go for the pigs. They would push each other and they would fall. A bit cruel trap for the little pigs, but hey, it works! And you, would you like to live in a real apocalyptic zombie world? I better go. I prefer a Minecraft universe where I don't have to worry about zombies and I can build quietly. Click on the left to see more What If. You will probably see a little less than the next 50 episodes that we have. And on the right you have a video suggested by the YouTube algorithm. Remember that my second book is already on sale in Amazon.